always take a look at the wall of cringe, but as I talk about this, I'm a little concerned because I don't know what his plans are. Now, he went on and did a speech on camera, right? He did a speech on camera where he was like, and we're going to take all of the Palestinians out of Palestine, and we're going to provide them with beautiful houses and a place that's safe, where there's food, water, and they can be happy and healthy and live out their days. And then, in the same breath, he goes, and then we're going to take over Gaza. It's going to belong to the U.S. And we're going to go in there. We're going to take care of the land. We're going to rebuild it and all that stuff. So if you just listen to the words, right, you're like, oh, this sounds pretty good. America suddenly gets more land. But most important of all, the Palestinians are going to be well taken care of, right? They're going to have new homes. They're going to be well taken care of. They're going to have food, water, and a place that's nice and good to them, where they can live out their lives and perhaps rebuild their entire society. All of that sounds really good up until you start asking the questions. How does that actually work? Where are the homes that you plan to send them to? The Middle East is not going to take them in. Israel is definitely not going to take them in. Egypt, Iran, none of those places are going to take the Palestinians in. So where are you sending them? What is the plan? So again, this is too early for me to just, mouth off and jump on him and do all that stuff, turn him into a Peking duck. But at the same time, I'm like, well, what is the plan? Are you planning to take them and put them in somewhere like Ukraine that has plenty of new houses now, or empty houses because most of the people there died in the other war, but they still have houses over there because they basically had most of the war over land that was not really occupied by people, hopefully. I mean, some of it is, some of it isn't, but I guess the majority of the war happened over like a middle ground territory where it's not really like habitable, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't really understand how this is all going on. There needs to be more information given out there. Is he planning to bring them to Ukraine because he has some kind of, two birds, one stone thing going on with Zelensky and Putin, some kind of plan that he has, uh, you know, to put the Palestinians in houses there? Is there somewhere else? Is he planning to send them to the Panama Canal? Is he planning to send them to, I'm not sure, somewhere else? Like, does he have plans to send them to another, like, nation that has housing available? I don't know, Canada, Greenland? I don't know. It sounds very far-fetched. Everything sounds very far-fetched. Again, if you listen to the words that he said, we're going to find the Palestinians a new place to stay where they can live out their lives. They're going to have good housing, water, food, the works. We're going to take care of the people. All that sounds great, but what is the real plan? And that's where he loses us. That's where the duck loses us. It all sounds great on paper, right? Back in the days, uh, in the days when I was still a big fan of Inter and Milan, and Milan against Inter and stuff like that. But Inter had the best, most amazing players in the history of players for a while. But then they couldn't win. They couldn't win the tournaments because I guess the players couldn't play well with each other. So there were a bunch of prima donnas, and you had Ronaldo and a bunch of others, and they just couldn't play well together, so they couldn't win. So is this what's going on right now? Is he planning to turn the Gaza Strip? Because the Gaza Strip is probably going to require somewhere between 20 to 30 years to be rebuilt. Right now, that land is dead. It's not habitable. Every extra day that the Palestinians live on that land, they're one day closer to death. They don't have food. They don't have water. It's unlivable conditions. The basically the air pollution because of the debris. You name it. It's the worst conditions possible. So they can't stay there. But what is the plan? And that's where we're gonna, hopefully somebody is gonna do proper reporting on this in the legacy media and other media, because we don't know. We don't know. It sounds good, but is it good? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Eli, the computer guy, is right. If they send our troops over there, what could happen? They could be blown up by the bombs that are left over. Who knows what kind of perils they would be going into? Is this some new project that Donald Trump has together with Elon Musk to test out robots in the area? Is that what they're trying to do? So instead of sending American human troops, they're going to send a bunch of robots over there to be tested out to see if they can rebuild the area using robotics and large language models, AI, and stuff like that. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good project if that's the case. But we don't know that that's what they're doing. We don't know. If they're sending real human troops over there, they could suffer the worst. And as I said before, and as Eli the computer guy also said, we're talking about situations that could be even worse than death. So, I mean, I don't, I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think of all this. Again, it's too early to jump the gun, but jump the shark, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. On the good side, we've got more stuff going on with UFO, UAP, UAS, and all the string of alphabet soup, where we're getting closer to the truth with Jaime Maussan and bodies of creatures that don't share our DNA or are very, very distant from our DNA. And that's good because it's harder to debunk stuff like that, as well as all kinds of other stuff going on, including black budget programs and false flags and all that kind of stuff that's been going on. And it'd be nice to see something like the other really cool channel that I watch a lot, Vetted. If he could go into the archives that Stephen Greer has out there, they're absolutely free. Anybody can go in and watch these things and go look up all the different crafts, the man-made ones compared to the ones that are created by this breakaway species that's always lived with us, that is a bunch of creatures that are smarter and more advanced than us technologically, and show that in one of the episodes so we can see, because people need to be informed, and you can't wait for Stephen Greer's book. You already have a lot of this information in the archives that Stephen Greer has on his website that are for free. So if you have a big community, and Vetted has a big community, if a bunch of those awesome people were to work together and get those pictures out there, it'd be really good to have an episode of Vetted where you see what the crafts look like and the differences between them so that people understand that there are both of these technologies in the sky, and that some of us, that some of them are created by our government in the secret, you want to call it deep state, whatever you want to call it, and some of them are not. And so to be able to understand what is what, and that'd be very helpful information to educate us all. So I'm counting on Vetted and that awesome community to hopefully do something like that. But if you can't do it, anyone else will do. Anyone else will do. And there's lots of cool other channels that could do this, including some girl channels like Christina Gomez could do this, or the Cryptid Huntress could do this, or Alien Girl could do this. Somebody do this. It'd be awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next episode of Cringeostrophic Disclosure. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.